It started with a quiet realization, then it grew impossible to ignore. Women were contributing to American life in every sector. Degrees were earned, careers built, households led, and communities shaped. Progress, it seemed, would only happen on someone else's schedule. But recognition, rights, and policies lagged behind. Jobs were still labeled as men only. Promotions skipped over qualified women, pay gaps were brushed off, entire professions remained closed. This was not protest for protest's sake. It was deliberate action. Attorneys, educators, union leaders, journalists, and everyday citizens came together with a shared goal: true equality in law, work, and society. They had heard enough polite promises. What began as frustration quickly turned into strategy. Women deserved full participation in American life, economically, politically, and culturally, not as a favor, as a right. Some refused to wait. At a national conference in Washington, D.C., a group of attendees broke from the agenda. They enforced Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. They filed lawsuits, challenged employers, demanded accountability. Legal tools became instruments of reform. They showed up with lawsuits, lobbying, and leadership. Progress became policy, not just promise, but through courtrooms, classrooms, and the highest levels of government. In 1966, the National Organization for Women, or NOW, was formed. And because of that, equality stopped being a conversation and started becoming reality. But the aim was never to comfort the status quo. It was to move it. These were not just feminist issues. They were economic, legal, and national priorities. Tensions emerged, but so did strength. Expanding the mission meant expanding the vision. NOW's founding declaration was direct. Rather than wait for the system to correct itself, members took the system on directly. Beyond the courtroom, the focus turned to deeper gaps: childcare, reproductive autonomy, fair credit, political inclusion, and media portrayal. Of course, the backlash came. Critics called the movement too aggressive, too radical, too loud. Within the organization, voices grew more diverse. Women of color, labor organizers, LGBTQ advocates, all brought vital perspective. NOW was not founded on victimhood. It was built on action. This was not about breaking tradition. It was about creating options. Founders did not just speak up. By choosing to organize rather than wait, these women shaped a path for future generations. Not only through marches, what began as a decision in a single meeting became a movement that changed the country.